Hey everyone, it's Dabacab here. So I managed to get all of the achievements related to the Junkenstein Brawl, as you can see here. So I thought I would put together a video explaining my strategy, the techniques I use to get all the achievements. So this gameplay right here is not going to be an achievement run. This is just sort of me recording footage on normal mode so you can get a rough idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so first things first, you need to understand everyone's roles. I'm going to go up in importance, starting with the least important person. The least important person is Hanzo, definitely. Hanzo's role in this game is to kill the ads, basically. If he gets headshots on the robots, he can one-shot kill them, and he can do a decent amount of damage with them with body shots. So he can kill the ads potentially the fastest, but since it's so hard to get headshots, since the robots have such tiny microscopic heads, he's probably going to be the least effective overall. Expect to get bronze kills. However, his dragon is quite good at killing Junkenstein, Mercy, and Roadhog, not so much on Reaper. Next, most important from there is Soldier. Soldier is basically the most reliable, trash killer in this encounter. His hit scan weapon and his rockets just make him super reliable at just dealing a lot of damage to the robots. So as Soldier, your main job is to get those blue robots in the back line and to help pick off bosses and just make sure that nothing gets to the door. You're also quite good at destroying tires. So that's just your job. Let everyone else do their job. Your main job is to protect the door. Also, be pretty liberal with your heals because it's difficult for Anna to keep the heals on everyone. So just try to keep everyone else down near the door alive. Anna is very important. She has a couple of roles. First off, you need to keep everyone healed. As Anna, I like to stay up on these ramparts on the left. Basically, the blue guys don't shoot at you much if you're above the stairs. So it's a nice safe spot where you won't get hurt. Also, since she needs to scope to really reliably heal, you can get up on the ramparts and you can get line of sight on your teammates down below and keep them healed up. You are somewhat decent at getting tires. When the tires come down the ramparts, you can hit them with a grenade, a shot, and maybe a punch when they roll past you. So, you can support your team. It's important not to get tunnel visioned. Pay a lot of attention to the health bars in the upper left-hand corner. That way, just your priority is to heal, not deal damage. Anna's actually quite bad at killing robots because you have to do 3 shots, which takes a long time. Okay, so I'm going to take a pause here. First, the Reaper shows up. When the Reaper shows up, the Anna should sleep the Reaper. And here I ulted the Soldier. And the reason why I ulted the Soldier is because literally seconds before the Reaper showed up, the McCree ulted. And that was a mistake. That's not the strategy you're supposed to use. The strategy that we found as most effective is McCree ults the Reaper, and Anna boosts the McCree to increase the ult charge rate. And then the McCree basically just one-shots the Reaper. And that's really important because the Reaper can really just roll away with the fight. Once he kills one, it kind of snowballs and gets really difficult to recover from. So since the McCree had already ulted, I ulted the Soldier instead. And the McCree is definitely the most important person in this game because of his ult. His ult can one-shot the Reaper. It can one-shot the Mercy. I'm not sure if it can one-shot the Junkenstein. It definitely can't one-shot the Roadhog. But getting kills on the Reaper and Mercy is critically important. Also, he's extremely good at killing tires, and for that reason, I think he should stay down near the door. I don't agree with this particular McCree's decision to stay up on the ramparts. It's making it a little bit difficult for me, Anna, here to do my job because I'm having trouble keeping track of him. I'd rather him stay down there with the rest of his teammates so I could heal him more reliably. Also, since there are only 2 people down by the doors, that means that the blue guys basically have 2 targets instead of 3, so it puts a little bit more pressure on them. So really, I think the McCree's best spot is to be down by the door, all 3 people down by the door, and then the Anna up in the ramparts where she's safe because you want to keep the Anna safe. However, when bosses come out, I think it's often a good idea, not always, for the McCree to transition up towards the stairs or the ramparts so she can get a nice safe spot that's also a good vantage point towards the enemy so he can charge up his ult safely. Okay, so now the Roadhog comes up, and the Roadhog is the biggest threat in this. The strategy with the Roadhog is to just pop your ults. Everyone should pop their ults. The Anna should ult the McCree, like I did right here. The McCree should ult the Roadhog, exactly like he's doing right here. You saw the dragon go through in the back, and the Soldier is ulting too. As you can see, 4 ults for the Roadhog. Then right after the Anna ults the McCree, he should come down and support his team so that you can heal everyone up. Hit the Roadhog with grenades so that the Roadhog won't heal, and to sleep dart the Roadhog when he hooks someone or when he's about to heal. That way you want to interrupt as many heals as possible, because each one of those heals is 300 health that you got to burn through again. So things get a little bit messy on the Roadhog one. Just try and, you know, don't lose too much sight of the robots. I think that's what Soldier really needs to focus on. Everyone else is going to be prioritizing killing the Roadhog. So the Soldier needs to make sure that just nothing slips by. Everyone else needs to do a decent job of supporting the rest of the team while, you know, juggling the robots. So just sort of do your best. It might take a couple times to get the hang of it. So when Junkenstein pops here, my strategy, or at least the ones that we use for the team, is to wait about 5 or 10 seconds for the Reaper to spawn. The Junkrat, like, he's actually quite easy to dodge the grenades if you're paying attention. So just let him shoot for a while, let for the Reaper to spawn. I think the McCree once again popped his ult way too quickly, because if he had waited there, then he could have just, you know, ulted, killed the Reaper, probably killed the Junkrat, because by the time you get to this phase, the Junkenstein's probably at about 50, 75, 25% health, depending on how good of a job your teammates are doing on damaging him while they wait for the Reaper to spawn. And the McCree can just kill both of them at the same time. And he should obviously prioritize the Reaper, because the Reaper is really dangerous. If the McCree has to make a decision between killing the Reaper and killing the Junkrat, he should absolutely kill the Reaper, because the Junkrat's not a huge threat. Just dodge the grenades. The grenades are very easy to dodge. You can see them coming from a mile away, and then just pick them off from afar. Okay, so then around this time you get double tires. You need to be prepared for those. One comes from the left, one comes from the right. And so here's what happens on the next phase. The next phase is a Reaper spawns, and then maybe like 10 or 20 seconds later, the Mercy and the rest of the team spawns. And my strategy, my approach with this, is to pop the McCree ult on the Reaper. And, you know, just finish him off, because if the Reaper picks off your teammates and starts killing people, and you're half dead when the Mercy spawns, you're screwed. So just pop the ult, and then you've got, you know, 10, 20 seconds to build up your charge. So just build up your charge as much as possible. Then when the Mercy spawns, you probably have anywhere between 50 to 100% ult. The Ana and the McCree will. So when the Mercy spawns, it's everyone's job to kill that Mercy as quickly as possible. More than likely, the McCree will have to finish him off. So here, like, I've got, you know, 75% charge basically when the Mercy spawns. You're just going to have to sort of tank the encounter for a little bit. And then the McCree and the Mercy, that was a nice sleep dart there, giving us a little bit of breathing room. And see, the McCree is trying to finish off the Mercy, which he almost does. And now I'm trying to support my teammate. Unfortunately, my boost came a little bit later than the McCree, so I wasn't able to boost him through the ult. So you kill the Mercy first, and typically after that, teams can tend to get a little bit scattered. I think the better choice is to go for the Roadhog, because while the Junkrat's fairly easy to kill, he's just not a huge threat. If you are mindful of the grenades, you can kill the Roadhog, and the Roadhog is a giant threat. Once he starts ulting, you're in a lot of trouble. Then you can just sort of easily pick off the Junkrat and not be in too much trouble. So just keep these general strategies in mind, and you should be able to get most of the achievements, both the no damage to the door and the hard mode achievement. It'll definitely take some practice. It takes some getting used to. You have to sort of learn your role. You have to get a good team with teammates who know their role, and then just practice. Just keep going at it. I mean, basically with these achievements, you can't really make any mistakes. So, you know, sometimes you will make mistakes, and when you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. You just boot up another game and try again. If you want to see a game where I got the hard mode achievement, that's actually available on my channel. I will link it in the upper right hand corner, so you could check it out and see how we pull it off. Anyways, good luck, and thank you for watching. If you like my channel, please, you know, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Also check out the Dabachat Discord server where you can come hang out, say hi to me, give me suggestions for videos or whatnot. So thank you again for watching. Dabacab out.